Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is going to be a beautiful Taurus energy reading, timeless reading it is, so whenever this finds you, there may or may not be messages in it for you. It's okay if it doesn't resonate with you. There are plenty of other videos out there for you beautiful Taurians to go and check out, and just see if anything does come up that you need to know at this point in time, or at that point in time I should say, when you watch it. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get into your reading. I'm going to try and pick up, see, I've got Taurus in my chart. I have it in my moon. So my emotions, or when they're up or down, I turn to food and comfort, you know. So yeah, we'll see if I can channel that beautiful moon energy of mine, the feminine, and see what, you know, what us Taurians need to know or need guidance on right now. Let's see what comes out. I'm going to do my 9 card spread, and then I'm going to have my beautiful creatures deck to do that, the clarifying. Let me just shuffle this. Oh, and we've got a few. Oh, Ace of Wands in reverse. I know it looks like it's upright. I haven't flipped my camera for you guys to see. I'm going to see if I can find that. I'm getting used to the camera and the settings, and I know somewhere there is a way to flip. Oh, I did it. Oh, now it just looks like the 5 of Cups is in reverse. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go back and I'm just going to show you how it is in normal, because I need to work out how to, you know, work this thing. I do want to get, I've only got the Logitech Stream Cam right now, so I do want to actually get a, you know, standalone camera that I can just record and upload. Oh, 3 of Cups. Record and upload for you guys. Oh look, it'll be easier for me too. But yeah. You've got Justice coming out. I always like to do the 9 cards, but I think you just get so much direction, you know, and so many answers or guidance, or hopefully some clarity coming out. Taurus, what's the Taurus energy at the moment? You have a lot of emotions. And like I said, I had it in my moon. That was me dropping half the deck. Okay. Because I'm all thumbs today. Oh, seriously, you did that thing again. Yeah, see, I need to get a different one. The stream cam's good for when I want to go on to... Oh, okay, so Ace of Swords came out. That's good. I don't know whether it's in this video or whether... Oh my god. I try to get you out and then you just flip out too. Yeah, okay. Definitely another sword and this hair. Now I lost my train. Oh yeah, the Ace of Swords. So that one did come out before, but then I realized that the deck was upside down. And I don't know whether I actually kept that in or whether I just restarted the video because it was like 2 cards in, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna restart. Some days you feel it, other days it's like, no. But I committed to doing these every Sunday, so I actually have a schedule for myself. Otherwise, I'm just going to be like, oh, I've got to do that video. Oh, because I love procrastinating. But once I get into it, it's like, yeah, why did I procrastinate so long on doing this? Because actually, no, it's not that bad. And I get to just sit and talk to people and... again, help guide you in your time in life. Okay, so the Ace of Wands came out, but it came out, yeah, of course. See, you can see the spread now. It's good. I was gonna try and like get you guys up close and personal with the cards, and hopefully not too much with me and my shorty shots. You know what? I don't want to show that much of my legs. Anyway. Ace of Wands came out, but it came out in reverse as your starting energy. And then you've got the 5 of Cups, and seriously, I thought I fixed you. And then you've got the 5 of Cups, and then you've got the 3 of Cups, which is all about that soul tribe, sisterhood, connections, you know, coming together, all that beautiful energy. So the Ace of Wands, I mean, it's fire energy. It's the very first one, so new beginnings in some sort of creative one, but it's in reverse. So like, to me, whenever the aces are in reverse, it just means it's that little bit of a stalling energy. Like, you're trying to have this new beginning in what could be a relationship. I mean, you've got that Three of Cups, which is, you know, that beautiful energy of relationships. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be love relationship. It can be friendships and stuff, but it is that connection that you have with others, with your soul tribe, you know, and honoring that connection. So I love this card because it does mean that there is that potential in this, even after you've got that coming out with it, of like letting go. So you're healing, you're letting go of that trauma and that past pain, and you've got this one little cup of happiness or new beginnings, that new ace of creativity or new passion that you're wanting to awaken back up or wanting to start afresh, you know. Because yeah, this is why I said relationship, because of the cards that I'm seeing right now. It's a breakup, or it could just be a breakdown within the relationship that you have within yourself, and it could also be a breakdown in a relationship that you have with your soul tribe or your sisters, or, you know, your bros, whatever. Yeah, like whoever it is that you connect with. This is like a breakdown, and you're stalled, but you're wanting that. You're wanting to let everything from here go, so you can have like a little bit of a break mentally. Okay, this had a strain on you. The fact that you are shedding that part of you, that pain, that hurt, you're shedding it. You know that you've got something coming in. You know that you've got that fresh start. You just have to get rid of all of the four. You know, you've already done 3, but like you need to get rid of all that past stuff first, that past pain and trauma from this relationship, or this breakdown of a relationship. You need to heal yourself and let go, so that you can. And again, this could just mean that you're gonna have to rely on your sisterhood, on your brotherhood, on your connections with others right now, your soul tribe, the people that you fully connect with, the people that you love and adore and appreciate you back, the ones that are actually going to lift you up, not the ones that are just going to be like, oh, well, you know, what did you expect was going to happen, you know, just move on, blah, blah, blah. But like, yeah, you're wanting to like find those people and connect with those people, and connect with that person in yourself, that nurturing energy, that feminine energy, because you're rebuilding everything from this breakup. And then, you know, you got the Justice card coming in to help balance that out too. It's that shadow and light energy. Justice for whatever led to this breakdown, whatever happened in this relationship, to make it, to make it so that this, you know, this breakdown energy was there, this letting go energy was there, you know. And again, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could literally just be something with this card, like it's wands, so it is action, it is passion, it's that fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, and it's an ace, so that is that very first fresh start, new beginning, right? The wands. They start off everything like the Fool going off. Although the Fool is 0, but anyway. But you know, I feel like there was disappointment right now. Like, that's what I'm getting at. You're just like, oh, so that's it. I mean, if you have a look, it kind of looks like she's got tears coming out. So yeah, she's sort of like shedding or crying. Again, very similar. I'm getting very similar vibe with this one and this tied in, especially being, again, in reverse. So there is a stall. There is that lackluster energy right now. You don't really want to like restart right now, because you're in this letting go energy. You know, that thing happened, it's in the past, I'm healing, letting go of everything like that, you know, balancing myself out, getting that justice, that karmic justice from the universe, right? So that I can freshly, you know, start, like have a fresh start. And again, like right next to that, you've got the King of Swords, which is a beautiful card and a beautiful energy of just, you know, you coming to terms with what happened, and it's like, you know what, I'm fine. Okay, it happened. I dealt with it as best as I can. I had that support coming in with my friends and my tribe, you know. I lent on them as much as I needed to, and, you know, they were there for me. Well, they will be, because again, it depends on when you're starting in this journey, but in this situation. But yeah, the fact that, you know, he's sitting there and he's pretty cool, calm and collected. He's done his work, like I said, it's swords, so it's that mental energy that, you know, the swords in the head is like, oh, I can't get out of my head. You know, thoughts just manifesting out of nowhere or out of whatever happened in the situation, and you just keep recycling it. So yeah, the fact that this comes out after the soul tribe and like the letting go, it's like that beautiful progression that we go through when we are healing ourselves from an outcome that we just didn't really see. You know, we got hurt again, and that's why I really do strongly think that it was a breakdown in a relationship. You know, to trigger this like self-healing and stuff. Again, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be like, you know, family breakdown. You know, maybe you had to come to terms with the toxicity that you were putting up with like mum or dad or your sister or like whatever siblings. It could also just be another friendship that was a long-term friendship. You might have been friends with this person or these people, could be more than one, you know, from like school or college or something. And, you know, maybe you had some realizations come in, or like it finally just stopped. And you just got to remember that life is full of those cycles. So if something leaves or feels like it's been taken from you, you can heal from it and you can come back around and you can find something either different, or again, it's that letting go and moving on energy, which we are. We're really good at doing that. A lot of the times though, I feel like we just put a band-aid on that healing, and because I'm the same, I've done the same thing where, you know, you think that you're fine, you go out back into the world, fresh face of makeup and all that, ready to like just do it all over again. And you might meet someone again and it's all beautiful, like, you know, happy rainbows, and then all of a sudden the same thing happens. But then you sort of have to like step back and be like, well, did I just do the same thing? Like, was I just expecting the same outcome again? Did I just go into this, you know, with that blind optimism, that, which is beautiful. Like, I'm a Sagittarius, so optimism, you know, it's our thing. But it does sort of make it so that you don't really have that logic-y side of the brain come in that says, okay, well, set healthy boundaries, make sure you don't, you know, go too hard too fast or whatever. Make sure that you are being a little bit realistic with your goals and what your intentions are within this relationship, especially when it's new stuff. Because like, even in love, you know, you get that puppy love and stuff and that honeymoon phase, and you're like, I just want to be around you 24/7. Like, you know, you are like, oh, so intoxicating, and I'm drawn to you, and I can't stop myself. And then, yeah, sometimes it goes a bit too fast, too soon, and instead of like letting it sort of simmer and go with the flow, it does, you get swept up in it. I'm, again, exactly the same, and that's what I'm feeling right now. It's like maybe it was one of those things where you really did feel like this, you know, this new passionate beginning was going to spark, and it was going to be this beautiful love story. And I'm not saying that it wasn't, and I'm not saying that there was no feelings and stuff. Obviously there was hurt and pain, so there was definitely feelings or love or some sort of thing. Like, you know, you weren't just like, oh, fling and then that's it. There was actual feelings and love here, you know, between both of you. So again, the fact that it hit you to the point of you even just clicking on this video to get guidance, it, like, that's enough, you know, like the feelings were there. So I'm not like saying at all like that, you know, your feelings weren't validated, or it did, like, it's just a fling, blah, blah, just move on. Like, I'm definitely not saying that, because again, I have felt that whole like soul connection. And it's annoying when it does sort of go a bit hot and heavy, too quick, too fast, but then it just fizzles out and ends so quickly, and you're just like sort of left thinking, what the frick, like what just happened? You feel like you've just been like punched in the guts or something like that, and that is that letdown energy. So yeah, again, the Ace of Wands being in reverse there, with everything else, I just do find that passionate start that you wanted to manifest in things, or that you wanted that progression to naturally go in, just wasn't there. So now you are in that regretful, I've got to let go of everything because I thought it was going to end a different way. And that is again why you are relying on your soul tribe right now, whoever that is. You're relying on them, your friends, your family, those close confidants that we have. Could be a therapist, it could be any form, it could even just be like meditation or something, like whatever it is that you use to go through this healing, whatever it is that you rely on. Could be music, anything, you know. You could just be angry crying, just ignore the camera. You could be angry crying, or like doing scenarios in front of the mirror. That's the thing I do. You know, and like having those conversations that you want to have with the person, but obviously not able to do that because of this breakdown in communication and in the relationship itself. You know, this ending that's happened. So again, that balance is coming back in, and it will come back in, because you are doing the work for it and you are healing from this. Stop trying to follow. Come over here. Yeah, figured you out. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna like hold. Let me just hold the card. Come here. Come on. I mean, like a little puppy. Come here. Come over here. You know what? You're not gonna come. Okay, that's fine. I can go in the middle. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we'll just keep it down here. I can follow you. So yeah, you're balancing this out. You're getting that karmic justice on both sides to help that balance come back in within yourself and within, you know, the energy between you guys and stuff. Because let's face it, like after this breakdown, especially if it was a sudden breakdown, right? You do feel a little bit disconnected from yourself and from the universe, and you're like, I'm just being punished. Like, what did I do? No, you don't get punished, but you do have to get that justice and karmic, especially if you did sort of do something. I'm not saying you did, but, you know, justice can go either way. Like, again, it's that karmic justice. So it will balance out those beautiful scales, and it will bring that equilibrium back in. And again, it could symbolize, because of what I'm seeing here, could definitely symbolize that balance coming back in for yourself. Right? That happy shadow and light side coexisting again, balancing each other out, you know, so you can stay in this King of Swords energy of, I'm ready to fight if I have to. I've got my sword, you know, but I've got the owl there to symbolize the wisdom that I've gained from this journey, from going within. I've got the messenger, the bird, the crow, the raven, whatever it is, I've got that sitting there to bring in any guidance and messages that I need as well, you know. Like, literally, this is you, or what you will become. You'll be able to just very calmly, very zenly take in whatever emotions or whatever comes your way, and just read that situation and flow through it so much better, and flow through that mental strife that comes in with any of that emotional damage that we get. You know, you'll be able to deal with that in a better, more peaceful way, so it doesn't disrupt you or your relationships. And then again, another ace, an ace of swords though. You started the reading with like that fire. Disappointing because it was in reverse, but you had the emotions come in with the cups. Now then you've got like swords coming in after that karmic justice, so that mental mindset coming back into play, healing, coming back into a more stable place, grounded place. And then you got fire again back down here, which I'll get to, and then you're back to being in your head. So it's that beautiful journey that we go through when we do have a loss, and we do have a breakup, and we do have a break within ourselves. So you guys are hurting a lot, but you are healing, okay? After that pain, after you let it go, you will feel a better, and you will have that discernment or whatever it is, where you're able to go out, like again, that King of Swords energy. You'll be able to hold on to this if you continue to work on it and heal yourself, because you can't just be like, oh, I'm healed, I'm done, and then just continue on with your life like normal. And you know, like that wisdom that you learnt, the owl will always be there guiding you, and you will have to still work on that inner guidance and wisdom. Like you still will have to work on yourself, okay? And you could keep a journal. Like I actually finished my book that my friend gave me one for, it was like a 3-month journal. Basically, every single day once I woke up, you know, I had a morning routine of sitting there filling out that page for that day, and it was always the same thing that it would ask you. So, but it was more to just, I guess, like have that moment with yourself, and have that moment with your psyche, you know, to really clear it up. It's kind of like, again, meditation, working out as well, maybe taking walks, like bushwalks or something, or even just taking a walk around the block. Whatever it is that calms you down. It could be drawing, it could be painting, it could be, because you do have like fire, so that is again creativity, and that whatever it is that you need to do, because everyone's got a different way of healing and focusing that mind in a good way. Whatever it is you need to do, just keep doing it. And again, don't feel like you've finally healed and you don't have anything else to heal from, because there is always things that we're still learning, and always things that are still helping us and guide us. And every little lesson and pattern that comes in, every single thing, you do have to still work on it, okay? This is not a thing that's like a band-aid again, where you just do the healing from this relationship and then think that you're right. No. Every single one that you go into, even your current ones that have been long-standing, you know, high school friends and stuff, you still have to work on it. Even if you've been married for 10 or whatever years, you know, still work on yourself and that relationship. Do not think, oh, I've been married for 10 years, we're good. Yeah, right? No, okay? And I'm not saying that you're not good. I'm just, again, trying to state that it is an ongoing thing that you really can't stop, but you can find beautiful ways that work for you to help it, so that every time it comes in and something hits you or comes in to like break down those foundations that you formed in your mind and in your heart, and within yourself, anything that comes in to break it down, you're going to be, again, that King of Swords energy, where you're just like, okay, I can breathe, I'm not going to get overwhelmed, I'm not going to let that shadow side overtake or the light side overtake, okay? I'm going to keep that justice, that balance within myself, so that I can assess the situation and not create too much more pain and hurt, so I have to go through this again, if that makes sense. That's like the best way that I could seriously clarify what I was trying to say right then. But after you do that, you've got this new beginning in mind, like new ideas, you know, thinking outside of the box. That's how I see this card. The Ace of Swords is that beautiful new beginning of starting fresh. Okay, and that's, again, ties in with that ace there, where you're starting fresh. You've done that work. Your mind is now a bit more wiser, a bit more stable, a bit more grounded. You're able to, whatever comes in, you're able to just open it up, assess it, use that beautiful wisdom that you gained in this part of the journey, and again, use whatever tools that you found worked. Meditation, craft, like painting and drawing and things, journaling, whatever it is, music, whatever it is that you turned to, just keep doing that. And maybe even like try out new things so you don't get stale, because I know that repetitiveness sometimes gets a little bit, a little bit boring. We sort of get into a rut of what we use to heal ourselves and to keep ourselves, in that King of Swords mind, reserved, grounded mindset, balanced mindset. So yeah, just remember, when you go through the pain, we always come out the other end a little bit more wiser and a little bit more ready to just, we know how to handle that, if that makes sense. I was trying to word it. I just lost my train of thought for that second part of it. But yeah, that leads me to the last 3 cards, which are, are you going to move again? Okay. Yeah, just move with me. So you've got the 2 of Swords that came out with the 3 of Wands, and then that final card, which is that 5 of Swords energy, which is, again, going back and forth in that negative thought patterns, and then also, again, being happy as well. And if you have a look, you've got the birds sort of in a, it's like a little circle, because you've got that beautiful light coming down on its happy side, that positive, bright light that comes in when we're happy and not worried about anything. Nothing's really getting to us, the true happiness, not the one that we fake, okay? Because let's face it, there is that little mask that we put on for the world, that false happy smile. I've done that a few times too. But no, this is that genuine, oh my gosh, things are going great, I feel great, let's just go out and embrace the world. Stand on our mountaintop, because he's standing on a mountaintop. I'm trying to not move it too much so it moves again. But he's standing on his mountaintop, he's joyous because he's accomplished things, he's happy again, his mind is free. But there is still, again, like I said, it can still come back around, because you can still be up in that headspace again, worrying, that fear mind comes in, that self-doubt that comes in, and he's got that crow in his ear. Now, this could be the crow in his ear of the negative thoughts, that sort of whispers that come in, oh, such and such said this, did you hear that? Oh my gosh. That, all that stuff that we conjure up. It could literally just be that little voice in our head, basically. The devil on the shoulder, But again, you can come back to the happiness. You just don't stay in this for too long. And when you do get into it, recognize that you're in it. And then that's when you do that self-care and healing. Because, again, that's your end one. These two here are, she's got the scales on her arm. Where is it? There. Sorry, I had to look at the card so I knew where to point. She's got the scales. That is balancing justice scales, Libra energy. Okay, so she's balanced, but again, she's got those warring, those negative thoughts coming in, and these could be manifested from other people's thoughts and negative, patterns coming in, negative words, whatever they're saying, Chinese whispers again, whatever comes in, to weigh you down. But the way I see this card, I actually see it, especially in this tarot deck's depiction of it, portrayal of it, whatever. She's blindfolded, and she is defending herself. I see that there's arms coming up, and the fact that you can see that balance. She is trying her hardest to deflect these two birds. She's trying her hardest to get them off. They've still got their claws in her. Like, their talons are still, like, you know, getting at her, but only a few little strands. If you can have a look, they've only attached, or they've only got their talons on a few strands, you know, and she is blindfolded, so she is again trying to go off that inner wisdom, trying her hardest to not let these birds or these thoughts break her down, okay? And that one came out before this one, which is the Three of Wands, which is that manifestation. You're trying your hardest to keep that balance. You're trying your hardest because it was in between these two, okay? That's your final energy. But it's in between, okay? The fact that you've got Three of Cords, oh my gosh. The Three of Wands in between those two very heavy energies of the Swords family. Like, I mean, there's heavier energies also. The whole entire Swords is heavy. It's all that mental thought process, negative, everything to do with the mind. Stop. Thank you. See, if you yell at it, it stops. Oh gosh, why did I move that one? Anyway, we're just gonna work with it. So basically, you've got that Three of Wands. As you can see, she's standing on that cliff. She is... I'm not waiting to see that one. I'm waiting to see that one. She's standing on that cliff. She's waiting for all those manifestations, all that stuff that she created in the Ace of Wands energy, or lack thereof, because it was reversed. Oh, you actually moved to the card I wanted to showcase. Yay! Yeah, so she's now just waiting, because, you know, you've got the Ace of Wands and you've got the Two of Wands, which is literally, again, creating that new beginning. Whatever you created in the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands is that progression of, you know, putting that work in, saving that money for that trip that you want to take, whatever it is that you were trying to get started, creative, relationship, because again, it's passion, it's creativity, it's that spark that we have in our heart, in our life. Whatever sparks you, whatever gets you to go into action, you know, because it's that fire energy. So yeah, whatever it is that you were trying to manifest that obviously didn't get off the ground, which is why you went into this whole head over heart emotional damage, healing yourself, letting go of that disappointment in that Five of Cups energy. Literally, whatever it is that didn't come off the ground. And again, it doesn't have to be a relationship. This is that energy of, I'm just going to wait for it, you know, because again, you're balancing out. Where are you? Where are you going to go? Okay, we'll go with that. You're balancing out those thoughts with the Two of Swords and then the Five of Swords being in between. Being on the outside, sorry. You are literally trying to get that beautiful balance back in, okay? The scales. You're trying to balance it out. And you will. Like, I will get clarifiers, obviously, and I will ask, you know, I mean, obviously, everyone does eventually heal. You don't stay in that energy for too long. Especially seen as, you know, a lot of people do have those sort of wake-up moments or wake-up calls. That slap in the face moment. It could be from your soul tribe literally saying, come on, like, you're better than this, just don't. But again, you do have a lot of exploration. You have a lot of work to do on yourself, on your inner mental, like, your emotions and your mental health. Like, you really do need to work on keeping that positive mindset and continuing to keep it, which again, in this day and age, with everything that we go through, it really is hard to do that. And I totally feel your anguish and your pain. I really do. Like, whenever I channel, I literally do feel it. And, oh, regret in reverse. Okay. I just got your clarifiers to tie up this tarot part of the reading. And you got the Fool. I literally was talking about the Fool before and it came out. But yeah, that Fool energy, so exploration, that, you know, that kid coming back out and just going off into the world and seeing what it can, what they can go and achieve and what they can see and experience. And that came out right with the quest, which is another form of you going on this journey, that exploration, going within. I find that this Fool energy, the exploration that you're doing is exploring yourself, exploring what you're capable of doing, exploring what you're capable of healing, and showing that to everyone, or showing it off to the world, like, yes, okay, this happened, but look at me now, like, this is what I've done, this is what I've created. And you're going on that beautiful quest, that inner quest. It's really beautiful. Regret, Five of Cups came out. Again, Five of Cups is there. So, you know, again, you do have, but this is in reverse though. So the Five of Cups in the original part where you were, you know, going through that harsh breakup or that letdown from the Ace of Wands not coming into fruition or not getting up off the ground, whether that be a relationship or a creative endeavor, whatever it is that you set out to do, you've got that letdown and that's what you were healing from. So you got those regrets and it came out again, but this time it came out in reverse. So because you are doing that work, okay, you're doing that beautiful healing, you're going inwards, you're seeing your patterns, you're seeing how you yourself hold yourself back and how you yourself, how to word it, how you present in a relationship or in a situation, how you yourself, like all your patterns and things. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to like explain it, but like my mind has literally gone blank from all the heavy emotions and trauma that you guys have gone through, that you are healing from, which is apparent here. But yeah, basically, yeah, just go within, rely on those people, those Three of Cups soul tribe that you have out there, the ones that you actually appreciate, not the ones that you actually, the ones that actually will help you, okay? Don't get the ones that are going to just be like, oh, you're fine, whatever. No, you need that support system, that beautiful, real support system. And I believe that you actually will find out with this journey to self, you'll find out who those people are, and will find out who you can rely on in this time. And it doesn't mean that you have to drop people completely. You literally just are learning who to trust, who to not to trust, who to share this with, and who not to share, and just to, you know, go out and have fun with or whatever. Because there are some people out there that, you know, because they've got their own things going on, they sometimes really can't take in your thing. And you shouldn't be projecting too much onto other people, because again, this is an inner journey. Okay, this is you, this is your headspace, this is your thoughts, your patterns, your trauma. You might share it with other people, there might be a very similar story, but in the end, it is up to you to actually do this, okay? This is your quest, okay? This is you going inward to explore yourself, being the Fool, but being that Fool, that naive, young energy, going forth inward to learn about you. And to learn what you've been through, and to learn how to shape that, and how to shape you into like your future self. Like you're transforming, basically. You're like a phoenix, you know. See this as you dying off, you're going into ash, turning into ash, you know. But towards the end of it, actually, when you actually do your work, because you got to do the work. It's not going to happen unless you actually do the work. I'm sorry, but once you go inward and you explore and you go on this quest, right? This quest to balance yourself out, this quest to learn what you are capable of healing, what you are capable of, who you truly are, you know, to become that authentic self and to be stable. Like, you're learning that, and again, it's beautiful. I lost my train of thought again because my head it's like I get a little bit of clarity. Again, I'm channeling this energy, so there's a lot of heaviness in here, and you have so much to do. Like, you have so much work to do, and I know that you're gonna do it, okay? If you're here, and if you're still here listening to me try to explain that you just literally, like, it's up to you. It's no one else is gonna really help you. Like, no one else is going to be able to do this for you, sorry. They can help you, right, with that Three of Cups. Your soul tribe can help you, but they can only do so much. It is literally up to you to go inward and explore yourself and to heal yourself, to go on this beautiful quest to find you. And those regrets, they're just going to, you know, be flipped, okay? They're going to be there. That's your shadow side. Honoring that light side of you, that beautiful balance, that justice, that Libra, the scales. Because I actually only just noticed that there's like a light, like it's just like a white brighter one in the dots, and then you've got the black dots on there. So again, it is that beautiful shadow, light, masculine, feminine, balancing everything out. And again, it really is you that can do this, okay? Again, you can get the support, but you really just need to start doing it. And there's no right or wrong time to start doing this, really. Sometimes it is people that we meet that we lose along the way. You might have had, again, like, I feel like this was like a little bit of a breakup. It doesn't have to be romantic. It literally can be a friendship that broke down, or someone that just you thought would be there and they're not. They left. So, you know, you're left picking up the pieces of this broken heart, this let down sail energy, like, because it didn't go where you wanted it to go. But again, you're awakening to that, and you're awakening to who you are, and you're wanting to heal so it doesn't happen again. That is beautiful that you are recognizing it, because the first step to any healing is recognizing that you have to heal, right? And not like just going out partying or going out and spending your time working, trying to just, again, deflect or just like ignore that it happened and just be like, well, you know what, I'm just gonna keep going with life because But like, if you do that and you don't actually properly heal, you're not going to be able to, like, it'll happen again when you bring other people in, if that makes sense. But you are healing. I'm just going to try and clarify that again because you are right now in a very heavy energy, and it's all in your it's all in the head space. Like, it's all your mental space right now, and your heart is hurting as well with the cups and the emotion coming in. But the fact that the Five of Cups from earlier, which was upright, is in reverse in the clarifier. And again, it's right after you do actually do this inner healing and inner work and have this, you know, beautiful exploration of yourself and go on this inner quest to get that wisdom and to gain that stability and grounding yourself, right? And getting that balance back in. That regret that you have is, again, going to be flipped on its head. It's going to still be there, but it will be actually worked on. And that's you working on it, okay? So again, beautiful, beautiful outcome. I'm going to clear this up because I feel like there's literally nothing else for me to really say with that tarot. It's literally just, again, comes down to you and that inner strength, and everyone has it. It's just recognizing it and committing to it. That's a beautiful word. Okay, so I'm just going to get some oracle just to get some nice little supporting guidance and messages, because this is so heavy, and what you're doing is one of the hardest things as a human being that we have to do. Like, when you think about it. Yeah, okay, they might say there's obviously other things that we go through that are really hard, but this is literally you saying that you don't want to stay in this, like, headspace. You don't want to stay like this. You're wanting to heal yourself, and you're wanting to get healthier and, like, again, stable. So this person has literally worked that up in you, or the situation that you are you know, trying to heal those regrets and letdowns from. It's very heavy, and it's wearing down not only on myself right now, but if this is like your mind and it's like constantly like this, you would definitely not even be getting sleep, trying to like even just looking after yourself in general, like, you know, food and you know, like actually eating. Like, I feel like a lot of that stuff, that general care that we just do because we, you know, it's what we have to do. I feel like you're maybe even struggling doing that alone, other than, you know, adding the extra struggles of, again, trying to heal this. But you are, like, the energy's there. Obviously the negative, heavy energy is there, but like that healing energy is there. And you will do it. And it's going to be long and it's going to be hard, but it's going to be beautiful and worth it at the end. And you're going to love yourself and appreciate your beautiful mind and your body and your heart and what it goes through just to be on this plane of earth. Like, just to be. Well, chameleon came out. See, it's that whole like concealing. So, but like, again, you have so many sides. It's also changed. I'm pretty sure that it's all 33. I keep forgetting to like say the numbers of cards too. I've also got this beautiful new deck that I was drawn to because I've got the other one. It's a messenger oracle, but this one is the seeker oracle. So you've got 3 messages coming out. Very beautiful messages. Sorry if that was loud. My cards are on the table that has the microphone on it. So what else do they need to know right now? Just additional guidance and messages. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's that support coming in. Again, you've got the support. It's just, you have to commit, and you have to, it's again, journey to self. You have to do it. People can help you, or the guidance from the universe and everything can come in. Your angels, your guides, they will come in, but again, it's up to you. You need to put the work in, which, you know, everyone knows that they have to do this work, this recovery work, this healing work. Everyone knows that, but it's so hard to keep doing it. Okay, I'm just gonna put these guys in their respective piles just so I can get these. Okay, so these ones here came out for the Divine Animals. Yes, Divine Animals Oracle. Beautiful one by Stacey Demarco. I love hers. I've got another one of hers, but I can't remember what it's called at the moment. But you got Chameleon number 33, which is symbolizing change, because what does a chameleon do? It can change. It can camouflage itself to adapt to its environment, and that is exactly what you're doing. You're changing, you're transforming, but you can transform yourself depending on where you're wanting to go. Okay, that change, that ability to change is within you. And again, we put that personas, separate personas out, and it's that whole, you know, you got friends that you go out and have drinks with and party with, and then you got the friends that you can sort of have that deep, more meaningful conversations and open up to more. And again, that's you switching between those 2 personas and that groups that you're in. But also it symbolizes that change, again, that you're needing to go through within yourself to heal and to transform so that you are more grounded and stable, and more balanced. And then you've got Bison. I can't read it. Ritual. I've never actually seen the Bison card, so I'm not too sure. I'll have to read up on it. It's number 35. I'm just going to get the book because, again, I haven't seen that one. I mean, that it says ritual, so like, again, it goes into that whole find what helps you overcome things, what helps you to stay in that stable mindset, what helps you cope and repair and heal. So meditation, journaling, going for walks, you know, maybe you volunteer in that too, like just whatever it is, like that, those little rituals. Yeah, live with authenticity and peace. Do not live how other people wish you to live. Your life is yours. Bringing the piece of ritual into our lives can heal us. So yeah, again, nourish yourself and develop habits that are beneficial and useful for you and your family. Yeah, so again, it is, I thought that's where it was going. That's where I felt. So I should have just went, I'm an intuitive reader, but sometimes even I sort of question what's coming through. I need to like clarify. But yeah, so this is you figuring out those beautiful little rituals to nourish and heal, and in turn nourish and heal everyone else around you. And then knowing that you have these different personas or different fronts that we have, like these different people, these different things that we present, ways of presenting ourselves to different situations and people and groups. And again, it's that whole like, okay, so I'm going to be with this group of people, and you know, in saying that, you shouldn't have to like really hide yourself, but you might have to do this for like, just to keep that stable mindset. Don't ever feel like you do have to change yourself for another person. Like, this is literally just you, like, again, discerning between your friend groups and making sure that making sure that you present yourself in that way that you're wanting to, that authentic self that the ritual card, the bison card, was talking about, and your whole entire tarot spread, because it comes down to that whole like that toxicity. If a person is coming in, these little birds and like the Two of Swords and stuff, right, and even the Five of Swords, when you know you got the bird in your ear, it's literally making sure that you do sort of show that side of you to that person where it's like, yeah, whatever you're saying is not affecting me, like that there, to be able to have that chameleon side. And again, that's that King of Swords as well, coming back in with that, I know when I have to fight. Okay, this is not me like literally saying to you, oh, just like if you're with your friends and family or whatever and you can't talk about certain things, like don't feel like you have to hold back, because that's going back into that whole mindset of, you know, dimming yourself to fit in sort of vibes. That's definitely not what I was saying. Literally, this here is symbolizing you being your authentic self and showing up in the way that you want to in certain situations, okay? That you've learnt that you need to, or that you learnt that you're wanting to present yourself like that in those certain situations, from everything that you are picking up and learning on this quest to heal yourself, and for that inner journey that you're learning, that you're starting, sorry. So everything that you're learning about yourself, that chameleon vibe, those changes, that adaptation to fit into anything, you know, to change your colors, to blend in, you know, camouflage, that's the word. I knew I said it before, but I'm like, what is the word? I know it's like starts with C. Yeah, that camouflage ability that we all have it, you know, and sometimes you don't realize you're doing it, but like, as long as it is still you coming across as your authentic self, and you don't feel like you have to hide who you are, even if you have got this, you know, different beautiful coloring on to fit into that different setting and that different group and situation. As long as you're still showing up, right, as your authentic self, okay? Don't ever feel like you need, if someone's making you feel like you can't be your authentic self, even when you have presented yourself in the way that you're wanting to present yourself in that situation, just I would walk away, because that's not healthy, and that is toxic, and that is going to make that sword energy come in, and that balance that you're creating within yourself is going to be thrown off. So again, make sure that you are showing up the way you're wanting to, and you're showing your authentic true self the way that you are wanting to, and the way that we should, okay? Don't hide and don't dim. Okay, it moves on to these beautiful cards here. Structure and Speak Your Dreams. I love these cards. These are the Universal Dragon Oracle. They are beautiful, and I just want to, like, they just inspire me to do more things with the, you know, the mystical realm, like dragons and fairies. The Fae have actually been really coming up in my mind, like, you know, I've been really drawn to them, and I haven't been drawn to them this way for a while, like probably since I was in school, actually in high school. I used to love, you know, just sitting there talking to the fairies in my garden, and then I would you know, read my books out with them and like pretend I was reading the book to them. I would make daisy chains, all that beautiful stuff, you know. So yeah, and I love dragons and I love all that mystical stuff. It vibes with me. But yeah, so these two cards though, again, you got Structure and Speak Your Dreams. Again, it is staying in that authentic truth, okay? And don't be afraid to share things with other people, but just remember that, you know, whatever you are trying to manifest, because I feel like, you know, Speak Your Dreams, not only do you want to voice your opinions and stuff and feel like you can be seen and heard and respected, and if they don't, obviously, like, that's on them, because a lot of times when you do say to people that you're wanting to start a new business or something like that, or you're wanting to like sell your artwork or whatever, like a lot of times you will get that, but you know, that's not going to be a good career, because you know, it's not a reliable income. Like, what if you don't sell it? What if someone doesn't like it? That's the stuff you don't listen to, okay? This is the stuff that, like, there's the two crows in the ear. Don't listen to it. Just try it, because you will know if it's right for you, and you will know if you're wanting to continue on. And if it's not, if it does sort of fail or is a dead end, try something different, okay? There are so many possibilities, and this is literally what this whole entire reading, I feel, is like trying to tell you. It's like, get out of your head, start healing that beautiful heart of yours, start healing that beautiful mindset of yours, and just stop listening to other people, okay? Because like, that is like number one, because especially when you're manifesting something, don't say it to other people unless you really are strong enough to hear their critiques and their jealousy and that. If you're strong enough to hear what they've got to say and not actually take it in to the point where it ruins or stalls you or stops you from pursuing that endeavor or that dream, then yeah, like if it's giving you that sort of negative vibe and that self-doubt, just walk away. just remember, okay, well, I'm gonna have to do the healing from that now, but then I also need to remind myself that there's gonna be people like that, you know. It's that whole like jealousy through other people's success, because they themselves haven't had that. I experienced that myself when I lost over 50 kilos, and you know, it was something that took a decade. It took more than that, actually, to really shed those kilos. But again, I got the positive side of that, you know, people congratulating me and you know, wow, you look great. But then I also got that negative side of some of the people saying, oh, you know, just make sure you don't put the weight back on and things like that. And I'm just like, well, I'm hoping not to. Thanks for putting that in my head. But again, it was up to me to be like, that's just their opinion, because again, it's one of those journeys where you lose it and then you gain it, and I've done that in the past already, so I could see where they were coming from. And yeah, as long as it doesn't affect me so that I don't go back into that mindset of, oh, well, I may as well eat whatever I want and put it all back on anyway because no one's supporting me, and what, like, you know, who cares? No, okay, because again, it's you. The only person that really matters with all that stuff is you, and what you feel, and how you want to show up, and what you want to achieve. And, you know, now even me just sitting here talking to you guys, uploading these videos, I might go on a little side rant, but again, like, I'm hoping that, you know, I do help people and help them on their own sort of journey and whatever you guys want to achieve and whatever guidance you want in your quest in life. Sorry, back to the cards. I had to get that out. I'm sorry. But yes, speak your dreams and structure. So having that beautiful structure that's building that that foundations, you know, building the foundations within your own headspace, building the foundations in the material world as well, and then just speaking those dreams and putting them out into the universe, that manifestation. I'm getting manifestation vibes from that. So yeah, you're literally putting it out and you're seeing all that beautiful cosmic power energy. It's coming in and it's making it reality, you know. But yeah, to do that and to have it actually come into fruition, and to, you know, to live, you need that beautiful structure backing it. And that structure is what you will find in this journey, and you'll get it back into yourself, and then it will allow you to be able to just go out there and follow your dreams, or speak your dreams, or manifest whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest back with that beautiful chameleon, and, you know, all the other beautiful energies that have come through to support you in this beautiful journey of your soul and you. Okay, so then you've got these two crystals. So Amazonite, I don't know how you say it, but it's Amazon, so I'm assuming it's Amazonite, but it could be Amazonite. However you reference from that. You got that one coming, you got that one coming out. Loosen your grip. That's that whole go with the flow, let all that worry and negativity just flow out, you know, and just don't let it overwhelm you, again, because that will stall you as well, because you have that self-doubt coming in and that fear, especially if it's a fear of rejection or a fear of failure, like that will hold you back. So loosen that grip that you have on yourself, loosen the grip that you have on your expectations from everything, and just let it be, you know, and just again, be you and go forth into your beautiful, authentic, powerful self. And then you've got Angelite. Support is all around you. Look like a bee in the camera. Yeah, support is all around you. So again, it's that beautiful Three of Cups energy, that soul tribe, you know, even just like the tribe within the cosmos, you know, with the beautiful energy from the universe, but also from your spirit guides and any other angels and other support systems that you have, not only on this plane but on the above plane. So yeah, so that is again showing you that you do have the support in this journey. You just need to rely on that support, and you need to rely on the support that you find within yourself as well. Okay, so yeah, remind yourself of why you started this. Keep reminding yourself of why you started doing this, and you will be on your way. But it is a continuation. You can't really stop, if that makes sense. So the importance of sleep, again, because you have so much negative self-doubt, fear, it's basically your whole entire headspace is pounding right now, and you're getting overwhelmed, and you might be snapping at people. You need to remind yourself to, I know it's hard because once that depression and anxiety comes in, insomnia kind of joins the party. So you need to remind yourself to actually go to sleep. Again, meditation music might be really good to just zone out to while you are drifting off to sleep. Maybe trying to have like little naps or something if you're able to during the day. Again, it's like a meditation session, so you lie on your bed or like somewhere comfortable, you know, and just zone out. Maybe put like a face mask on, like, you know, the eye mask, on, or like if you can't really, like if it's too bright, or if you just want to like fully just zone out, maybe like make your own little spa day at home where you literally just lie there with an actual face mask and you just close your eyes and you just, you know, 15-20 minutes. You don't need that much, but you do need to remind yourself to stop and slow down and sleep and rest. Okay. And then you've got like little bats. They're so adorable. Undeserving villains. I will have to read up on that, but I'm assuming that's all those toxic people that you really don't want to listen to. And then you've got connection is necessary. And there's elephants. That's beautiful. And you got the divine. You got like the crown chakra, and you've got the third eye, sort of connecting them. And then you've got the chakras all the way through. So I feel like that's connecting with yourself and connecting with those people that you really need to, well, not need to, but the ones that you can rely on right now with all that heavy stuff that you are going through. So I'm going to find, it's in alphabetical order, isn't it? The sleep one is self-explanatory. I'm not going to read up on that one. Here we go. I went past it. Undeserving villains, the bats. Okay, gentle bat knows what it is like to be the undeserving villain, prey to the fears of others. From claims that it is a bringer of bad luck to accusations that it is a creature with a sinister compulsion to drink blood, and still more allegations that it is a spreader of disease and pestilence. Bat has suffered at the hands of human ignorance. Okay, this makes sense now. The facts paint a different picture, even though bats are an unwitting vector for disease. Less than 1% of bats are infected with diseases like rabies. Canine rabies accounts for 98% of cases worldwide. Yet our canine companions are not cast in the same light. Another truth that is never mentioned is that people have only been affected and infected by a bat after attempting to catch or harm one. It is our insertion into their habitat that exposes us to the diseases they carry. Yeah, and that is so sad. Oh my gosh, I love how it goes into detail. Well, I'm going to keep reading. I know, I was trying to, set this as, an hour-long reading, but this is fascinating, and I'm just going to share what it has to say, because, yeah, I didn't know about this with the bats. Over 1,000 bat species consume billions of insects and pollinate hundreds of plant species across the planet. Only 3 species, the infamous vampire bats, consume blood, and they do so because blood is their only source of nourishment. This need does not make them villains. In fact, it could make them heroes. Research into the properties of the vampire bat's saliva has revealed a potential treatment for human stroke victims. Oh, that is so cool. Humans vilify bats, destroy their habitat, and use millions of tons of toxic pesticides to kill the insects that bats help to control. Second only to mosquitoes, humans are one of the world's deadliest creatures. I already knew that. Sorry. Without accounting for the number of animals humans kill, humans murder hundreds of thousands of other humans every year. So who is the real villain? Whoa. The bat's message is simple. Good and bad exist in all circumstances. Haha, it's that balance that I was talking about, the light and shadow. All living things are capable of behavior that can be perceived as harmful, but not to the detriment of all of the good they do. Don't blindly believe the anecdotal claims and misinformation peddled by false experts, those with a personal agenda, and those who purposely paint someone or something in a bad light. Make sure information is accurate and not based on unfounded fears. Be sure that a little bit of truth has not been woven into a fabric of lies, so that the real villain, ignorance, can triumph at the expense of a good person, an unseen hero, or advancement that will benefit the many. Wow. Okay, that was so cool. I love how these cards, I didn't even know that because again, this is a new deck. That whole history that goes in, and it is true, when you think about it, you have so much ignorance, that ignorance is bliss saying that comes out. So yeah, this card is literally saying, just make sure that you don't go and accuse people without knowing the facts. It kind of goes in with what's happening in the world right now as well. you know, with everything. I'm not going to say it because I don't really want to like state too much things like that on my channel. It's basically here to help you with your worries and your what you need to know, like message wise for yourself, not starting a whole debate within the comments and within here for like what my beliefs are and stuff. I'm never gonna really like do that on this channel. But yeah, the bats, you know, they do get a bad reputation, and they do actually, like, again, like it said, they do carry diseases. But again, you have to have that discernment where you're like, okay, well, because they are disease ridden or whatever, don't go into their habitat and don't, you know, pursue them, because of course, you know, like with anything like that, you're gonna get hurt in the process. So yeah, this is you recognizing, I feel like this is you recognizing those people in your life right now, the people that are, again, those two little crows in your ears, okay? And don't listen to what they're saying, because like, I don't know if you remember, but like I was saying, like, it's like, oh my god, did you hear such and such said this? Like, you know, because with that information, true or not, you don't know, because you're just getting it from a secondary source or a third source. It's that Chinese whispers that goes through. And again, just make sure that you are getting the facts before you go out and accuse someone or something of doing this bad deed that you heard that they did. Again, just make sure that you are doing your work so that you can recognize that, or you can be a bit more stable within yourself so that you don't go off and again start to accuse people or like start something up that you don't need to start up, because that's not only going to disrupt them and their energy, but it's also going to disrupt you because you let it get to you, if that makes sense. So again, get enough sleep so you don't get into this energy, and again, it's that connection is necessary. So make sure that you are connecting with the people that you should be or that you need at this point. Again, you will figure that out. That's what the bats are there for. You are going through and you're figuring out who is going to be helpful, who has your back, basically, who your soul tribe is, with that 3 of Cups energy coming back in, and you're going to be able to recognize it because you'll be in that King of Swords energy. I am reading up on this one right now. Being connected matters. We humans are not meant to exist in isolation for an extended period of time. Isolation can lead to loneliness, depression, increased anxiety, while the resulting emotional and psychological stress can weaken our immune system. Yes, which is why, again, it's coming out with that sleep, because that is a way to recharge. Obviously, eating right as well, or just remembering to eat. It's that self-care that I was talking about, where, you know, with all that heaviness that I've felt within your energy in the tarot section, this is literally, like, again, clarifying that it's not real. Like, you're conjuring it up because of what you're hearing and what you're experiencing. And you need to remember that you need to have that connection, but you can choose who to have that connection with right now. And that is what you are, like, this whole entire energy that I'm in, you beautiful Taurians out there, you're figuring that out, and you're figuring who the people are that you should be connecting with, and who you should be giving your energy and time to right now, and vice versa, because again, you putting it out there will bring it back to you. I will read up on these ones too, because again, I don't use these cards that often, but these are the Lucy Cavendish Faery blessing cards. Yeah, I'll have it all linked up in the description box below of all the cards I've got, but they're both in like this blue sort of purple hue, which to me, blue is that healing energy, the emotions and stuff. So like, I sometimes do candle magic, and yeah, blue is the candle color that I have if I do really need to like full-blown heal and start that journey. So yeah, the fact that they're both blue and it's a healing journey, and a quest to self, to be more self-resilient. Again, it's tying into that. So you got, is that 28? I think it's 28. Yeah. A blessing of liminal space, of the liminal space. And then you've got 38. Oh, there's only 10 difference. That's pretty cool. A blessing of the heart's calling. Again, it's that desire. And she's got a owl as well. You know, she's using that wisdom because it's on the arm that is pointing forth, that's leading. So, you know, she's using that wisdom that she's gaining, right, to go forth. And again, it's your heart's calling. It's getting out of that headspace. It's becoming, like, it's learning what you are, who you are. It's learning to go forth and be that person and present yourself without fearing that no one's going to accept you, because even if they don't, you're still going to find your soul tribe, and you're going to find those people that do accept you for who you are. You just have to, you know, weed out the ones that don't. I was going to say the idiots, but you know. Okay, so this one here is the fairy gift of living from the truest and most pure call of heart. For fairies, what the heart wants in its purest form is the right thing to desire. But for humans, we have long practiced smothering the heart with the voice of reason, most often not our own voice, but the voices of others, of cultures and governments, and of groups of people who fear nothing so much as you hearing the heart's deep call. And so, with this gift of the fairy comes the gift of hearing again the heart's deep call, and having the courage and commitment to follow it. Yeah, see, that's that commitment again that I was talking about. You know, getting out of your headspace, not listening to everyone, like it says, it's like the cultures, the governments, you know, groups of people who are putting their own fear on you. It's that whole thing of what I was talking about, where if you have a dream passion, like say you want to sell your art, like I was saying, but you've got people saying, oh, you know, how are you going to do that, or that's not going to be like self-sustaining enough, or, you know, give you enough income to live. And then again, sometimes that will discourage you from doing what you want. Like if it's what you're truly wanting to do, you just want to, you know, create your artwork and put it out to the world and see who wants to experience it with you, in a way. Like, you know, with any artistic endeavor, or just with any endeavor, you know, we just want to put our work out there, show our progress, and the right people will appreciate what we're doing, you know, and that will happen to you. This is what that card is saying. It's literally saying, go out, you know, like, it's telling you to open that heart space up, heal it, so that it takes over the mind, okay? Heal the mind as well, but like make sure, right, that the mind only comes in when it has to come in, okay? For that logic side, that realistic side, that comes in. That's my phone. Where is my phone? Oh, it's up there. I'm just gonna pause the video. Okay, sorry. It was just my dad. I didn't realize what the time was. So I'm going to finish up this reading. I'm hoping that this this is still new to me. So I do hope that I am, you know, getting the messages out in a way that you guys can understand. Because this is my calling. Like this is what I was drawn to do after my little spiritual awakening from losing a very important person. And this energy that you're in, this is why I'm saying that you're capable of getting out of it and you're capable of healing, because this is literally what I had to do. And I don't even talk to half the people I used to talk to, and I don't even talk to my family anymore, because they weren't, you know, like the one person that was supporting me has now passed. She passed, it was my mom. She passed before Christmas. So, you know, it was like, I feel like I've got that support. I had to build that support not only within myself, but also knowing that the universe has my back, regardless of what I want to go in, as long as I am, again, being from, moving forward and moving from my authentic truth, like my authentic self, you know, and following my heart, and again, just blocking out the naysayers and the the people that have their own fear and failures, that they might not even like attempted to try and do something. They might have just thought, oh, you know what, it's not worth it because I know I'm gonna fail, and then like see, that's sad, like that they're wasting that potential and that energy. And again, this is what I was called to do after all the emotional stuff, was to help others find their footing in the world and go forth. So I'm going to read this card here, and I'm going to just wrap up this reading. Sorry, but I do hope that the message came across, and if it did resonate, please give it a like, you know, comment as well. I would love to, you know, I would love to hear from you. Like, you know, because again, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm actually I'm reaching people. But like not in a weird way. Anyway, again, I swear I'll get better at this. This is like me fully out of my comfort zone right now. But it's good. It gives me like that sort of young, giddy energy, if that makes sense. So yeah. But no, again, that card is literally just giving you, it's giving you the go ahead to literally go forth and follow whatever it is that your heart is telling you to follow, okay? That one thing that you've always wanted to do, okay? And you will figure that out, and you will learn how to do that within this journey that you are going on, okay? It will all come back, like it will all come together, right? And you know, once it does, you'll be like, what was I worried about? What was I freaking out about? And then the liminal space one is the fairy gift of gateways, sacred sites, and enchanting times. So dear fairy friend, you have reached a great moment, the point where you can receive the blessing of the liminal space and time. The gateway, the moment, the choices here. Let the liminal, the in-between, become more and more apparent to you. May the blessings of the sunrises with their dawn colors and sweet beginnings be yours, and may the sunsets with their richness and splendor and their message of coming rest be yours too. Sorry, I thought I stuffed it up, but turns out I didn't. May the in-between spaces, the places where the fairies can reach you so easily and where you can discover your own inner magic, be yours. Again, it's that beautiful journey that you're going on where you're finding out who you are. And that literally is a beautiful way to sum up this whole entire reading. It's literally you setting forth on that quest, exploring, you know, who you are and what you're capable of, and healing from this triggering event that happened that led you to awaken to this. So yeah, hopefully this resonated. Again, if you wanted to, it's totally up to you, but like this video if it did resonate, if it did help you, you know, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my content. Again, it's a work in progress. This is my 3rd video. I will get better, I swear. I was like that when I started TikTok. Oh yeah, I also have a TikTok. I will link it in the description down below, but it's Star Moon Oracle, same name as my channel is. So please go on that platform and have a look at my work, well, what I've uploaded on there. It's really fun and I love doing this, and I'm a Sagittarius, so I've got that fire energy. So this is like appeasing that creative, beautiful energy that I have within already, that we all have within, and it utilizes all that. And you guys are starting to do that, and it's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. This is like the worst part. I just love talking, and I love supporting people and spreading out that good vibes. But yes, thank you so much if you are still here or listening to me rant on. Appreciate it. Love you so much. And you beautiful Taurians out there, or even if you just were drawn to this, like, you know, reading and you don't have Taurus in your chart anywhere, I do hope that it resonated, and I do hope that it helped you gain that guidance and wisdom that you definitely need if you are on this journey. Yeah, I wish you all the best and good luck with everything. And now I feel weird and awkward, so I'm just gonna end the video. Have a great, fantastic day. Happy Easter as well. It's Easter when I'm recording this, so if you celebrate, if not, just a happy day, happy weekend, and mwah, lots of love and support. Thanks.